It's PSVR2 day. Today we are unboxing it. Hey everyone, my name is Tetiana. If you're new here, welcome to Disco VR. And some of you have already been hanging out in the chat for a while. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is great and a super impromptu live stream. Haven't done one in a while, which I probably should have because there's just so much excitement going on in with VR headsets and games, and there will be even more when I actually receive more headsets in my studio. But right now I have this beauty right here and super excited to unbox it. I know there's like a plenty of unboxing videos already out there. That's why I'm not going to be like editing it and making it into solid video, so to say. I'm using this as an opportunity to catch up with you all, to just show my face, my live face, unedited and raw, and just say hi to everyone. So hi Lars, Spider Monkey, awesome to see you here. I know Dark Jaws is also tuned in. Hello Paradise DK, I thought you were live streaming too. I'm not sure actually, because I was busy setting up this stream. Hi Lunoki and Carlos, hello, wonderful. Oh, you're in Japan, that's so cool. This is still kind of afternoon-ish here. It was really hard for me to wait and not to rip these boxes apart. As you can see, I have PlayStation VR2, and that's a bundle with Horizon. I just had to get it because it's so good. Horizon is really good. And this is a charging for controllers. So that's a controller charging. And I'm also going to show you what it's like, because I think that accessories are going to be a very important part of PlayStation VR2, because the controllers are rechargeable, right? So it's important to always keep them ready for gaming. And I just thought that maybe this will work, but I'm also open to third-party solutions. So I'll keep you updated how that goes. Hello, Eli, Oliver, GTGT, Corporate Zombie, and Frederick. Hi, welcome all for tuning in. Yeah, I love that, you know, this is just a chance for me to show my raw reactions on this. Some of you who have been watching my channel know that I've already tried PSVR2. I was one of the lucky ones who got to test it at CES in Las Vegas. I was just blown, you know, I got my socks blown off, and this was probably one of the most exciting VR experiences I've ever had, which says a lot because I work in the VR field. Thank you, Paradise DK. That's very kind of you. Yeah, this is one of the most anticipated VR headsets of this year. I know there's a lot of VR headsets coming up in 2023, but PlayStation VR2 is one to make a splash. And yeah, without further ado, maybe we'll go and start unboxing it. So while I'm doing that, by the way, I have a ton of games that I'm already on my list to review, even though I haven't reviewed that many games on my channel, because Disco VR is not purely gaming channel. There's many things that are going on. There are going to be more gameplay videos thanks to this baby. And while I'm playing those games, I will also be checking out what is happening, you know, with this headset and how well it works. I don't want to rush this, and I don't want to put up a video review in like 3 days, just telling you my first impressions or whatnot. It's not going to be an in-depth review, right? Understand how this technology works with different games and how tracking works and anything that could be noticed long-term. And that is something that can only be tested with time. So while I'm going to be testing it, I will be playing some games. And while I'm playing some games, I'm also going to be checking out these features, and this live stream is an opportunity for you to ask questions. If there's something you would like to know about this headset, and if I don't know the answer to it yet, then I will keep that in mind while I'm reviewing this, and when I finally have my final review, I will include your questions as well. So I've already opened these little stickers here. So it's open, and before I move on, I'll just catch up on the chat real quick. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty excited because you know what I'm going to be doing tonight. Do you think that we might get Half-Life Alyx for the PSVR2? You know, I have a feeling like they're going to go for newer titles and something that's more current. So like with the Horizon, with the Resident Evil, there's something that's going on right now. We're probably going to see more games. I don't think that Half-Life Alyx is coming just yet. I feel like it would have already have been announced to make more splash in the community. If it hasn't been announced already, then chances are maybe not coming. I want it to come there, don't get me wrong, but I kind of hope that it would already be announced by now. That would make it a higher chance. Oh my goodness. More baby talk. Come on guys. Yeah, you know, Quest 2 is still a great headset. I love it for like working out because it's still wireless, it's still like light and it's easy to wear. But for gaming, this is a much more serious console. You'll have a lot of fun with it. So much fun. How does it smell? It smells like success. Are the lenses in PSVR2 better than Quest Pro? Oh, that's actually a good question. I actually made a video recently comparing a whole lot of VR headsets in terms of their lenses and their display. So I urge you to check it out. It's the last video that I made on my channel. Very nice and very informative about all the new and upcoming headsets and how they compare to each other in terms of those visuals that are presented to you through lenses and through the display. So you'll have your answer there. It's not so simple. Okay, what games I'm going to start with? Probably this one, the Horizon one. But I have so many games. Like, I probably have more than 10 games already on my list. And I'm going to go through them one by one, and I will make sure to play them all. Essentially, my goal would be to play every single game on PlayStation VR 2, because there aren't that many yet. But that might take a whole new channel to cover them all. Wink, wink. Okay, so how about we go on, because we can talk forever and we still have PlayStation to unbox. Okay, so I think that there's a box in a box and in a box. I already removed this thing from like a cardboard box. This is not the most elegant way to do it. Probably if I've edited this video, I would have made it look a lot smoother. But hey, if you buy one of these, this is what you're going to go through. This is not easy. You have to work to get this open. You know what? Should I rip it open? This is like a collector item. I don't want to make it a whole mess. Like, I thought I would save this box because I'm making history here. Oh, here it is. It's coming out. It's coming out. Oh. Woo! Goodbye. Ta-da! Here it is. It's a box in a box, of course. And it's already, it already wants to get out. It already wants to get out. And I don't know if this was broken like this when I got it, or if I just broke it by my super awesome opening skills. Here we have it. And this, let's jump into the interesting part. This is not so... Oh, okay. If you are wondering if you will be receiving a physical copy or the key, you will be receiving a key. It's right here. I'm not going to show it to you yet. I haven't activated it, but you can activate it. I can even paste the link if you have never activated a PlayStation game. You can do that through your account on PlayStation website. Hi, Rizal. Welcome, welcome. And there's also some cables, and these are earbuds. So, as you know, you will need headphones or earbuds to play. It doesn't have the speakers like Quest, but you don't have to use them if you don't like them. I personally can't stand earbuds like these. I much rather prefer over the headphones, and I might later on make a video with my favorite accessories that you can use with PlayStation VR2, because, okay, these will be connected to the back of the headset, and the earbuds will kind of go like this over your ears, I assume. But they keep falling off of my ears, so if you have the same problem, I just can't wear them, especially when you're playing active games in VR. And the cable, so a single USB cable to connect. Okay. I know you're waiting for this, so let's do it. Everything is wrapped up very nicely here. Great. I just want to get this. And here you go. Oh, it smells plasticky. Here is our headset. Here it is. It's so light. You guys, I forgot how light it is. You look at it and it just looks like a bulky headset that's big and bulky. But in reality, it's actually very, very light. And because it has this halo design, it sits very comfortable on your head from what I remember. And I'm going to go ahead and try it. Oh yes, here's the cable. Right, so this is the cable that connects to your PlayStation. And you can even buy an extension cable to increase the distance that you can like walk from your PlayStation. But I think that the length of that extension cable needs to be very specific, because too long can cause some kind of interferences from what I heard. And so, yeah, my God, that's so pretty. And you know what? Lars, you will be disappointed. I don't see anything to unpeel in the lenses. So if you see here are the lenses. And they don't look too big, but definitely bigger than Quest 2 and Quest Pro. And one thing that I really liked about it is that it has this very interesting facial interface. Kind of like a harmonica. Well, you see how it... Yeah, it has these little wrinkles here. So when you wear it, you see no light leaks whatsoever. There's, of course, the knob. It's very tight. So there's just nothing new. But when we open this... why can't I do this? Ooh! Wow. There might be something I need to do before I do it. For now, I can't do it. It's probably all the way there. Okay, so I clicked on this button. See, I didn't watch other people's unboxing because I wanted mine to be authentic. I wanted to figure out how it all works. So you have to kind of push this button, and then you are ready to push it and expand it like this. And then you can retract it back to fit the size of your head. How neat is that? Before you have to twist it, so yeah, you push the button to extend it, and actually, why do I even need to twist it? It kind of just goes back. See, I'm not even twisting it. It rotates on its own, and it goes back. Sorry, I'm trying to make this camera focus on it. So if I push it, and I expand it, and then it just kind of goes back on its own. And I guess it will only stop on your head, so we need to put it on first. You have to have cord plugged in while playing. To PlayStation, yes, that is how it works. It's not wireless. Yeah, it's weird, right? You have to push it. No, you don't have to push it. What is the button for? Oh, goodness. Okay. There are a whole bunch of other things here. So there's IPD adjustment wheel. So I'm going to show this to you as well. So here you can see the lenses. As I'm rotating the wheel, you're used to this already. You're adjusting your IPD setting. And I think, if I remember correctly, that when you do it in your headset, it shows you the exact IPD. So if you're setting it to 64 or 65, or it actually shows you what settings you're in. So if you want, you can use an app to measure your IPD or even a ruler, so you're more confident that you're setting up the correct property. After you locked, you do, okay, used to lock, probably once it's pulled in as far as it goes, you twist it to tighten it. No, I will put it on though. Oh, they have my favorite feature from PlayStation VR1. It's actually sitting right there, but I don't even have to get it. I will just show it to you. It has this button right here. And it does something that so far I've seen only PlayStation do. You're pressing it. My camera needs to do a better job. And you can change the distance of the headset to your head. I think this is such an important feature that so many headsets are lacking, because it just allows you to bring the headset as close or as far to your face as you need based on the shape of your face. Most of the headsets don't really allow you to do that. So you got the flexibility of obviously adjusting the head strap, but you also can specifically adjust the distance of the headset itself to your face. How neat is that? I think it's really cool. Let's see. IPD is done in software with eye tracking. Okay, so yeah, of course it has eye tracking, so IPD should be done automatically, but this thing probably it still helps you to calibrate it a little bit, because it does have eye tracking, so that it is supposed to be done on its own as you're setting up your eye tracking in the headset, but this wheel still helps you to change it. I guess it allows you a little bit more flexibility with that. Then the power button is right here at the bottom, so you will not be accidentally hitting it, because it's like right here. It's right where your nose is, in the middle. Yeah, so that is the power button. Yep. There's also a microphone and another button. So many buttons. Then, of course, you have 4 cameras. The 4 cameras are quite similar to the first PlayStation VR as well. And just overall, do you like how it looks? Do you enjoy this design? I agree, it does look a little bit bulkier than some of the small headsets that we already started seeing, like HTC XR Elite and the new big screen. And this one looks just a little bit smaller than the original PlayStation VR, even though perhaps it looks kind of the same. I will get it for you right now, and we will see. So, if you are curious, and if you are a previous PSVR owner, then you'll remember this design. And let's see, how does it compare to PlayStation VR2? Does it kind of look bigger in a way, or it almost looks the same? Yeah, it looks almost like it, size-wise, it's the same. It's just that the design has changed, so that it doesn't have the ski mask look, but it's more of a, oh, come on, focus on this, not on my face. The halo strap is still there, but overall, what about the weight? You know, we might need to check the specifics. I actually think it might be a little bit heavier than the original PlayStation VR, but for this size, it still doesn't feel heavy. But it matters more how it feels on your face and whether it's comfortable, because PlayStation VR is very comfortable. It used to be, and probably still is, one of the most comfortable headsets out there, just despite its size. So I'm just going to put it on quickly and see how that feels. I just need to have this cable a little bit on the back. So I'll just push it back. And then, ooh. And then I can sort of use this wheel to tighten it a little bit more. Oh, no. The cable is heavy. See, the cable was weighing in a little bit. And then it's locked in here. So you use the button, actually, if you want to loosen it up. So I press the button and then it goes back. And then I can just set it back in its place and tighten this wheel more. And actually, you know, I can feel the lenses with my nose. This facial interface doesn't feel like it's very soft. I felt the pressure here. So this facial interface has the like little flaps for the nose, but for some reason I didn't find them very comfortable yet. Yep. And you know what? Let me try this again. For some reason I remember it being way more comfortable than I'm feeling it right now. So with this cable, just make sure that it's not gonna weigh too much. Putting it back. Oh, hold on, let me think. So remember what I told you about this? Let me expand it, because I want my forehead to touch this part. You want your forehead to touch this, not your eyes or nose touching the lenses. So, yeah, eye relief open first. I read it now. There was a delay. I figured it out myself, but thank you, Corporate Zombie. It was a solid advice. There you go. Yeah. Well, excuse me for totally forgetting that this headset has such an amazing function. And then it's so easy to find this button right here. You simply put this eye relief closer and voila. Voila. Your nose isn't touching anything. Your eyes aren't touching anything. Of course, everything is black, and I can see just... Yep. The way it's sitting now, obviously you can't see it, but I see absolutely no light leaks. It's all black. It's all covered. Wonderful design. It's so much better than the facial interface that I tried with Quest Pro, that even the full blocking facial interface still had a little gap by the nose. But this is a gaming headset. You need to be fully immersed. It doesn't have the mixed reality kind of experiences that are not immersive. It does have a pass-through to set up your Guardian, but you're buying it for gaming, and you need to be fully immersed, and it excels in that. So this is how it looks on my head. It's wonderful. It's so comfortable. Oh my god. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. There are no compromises. They did not downgrade the comfort for the sake of specs or anything. It's just great. I can't wait to take it for a spin, you guys. There is going to be another question I will ask you, but that will be a little bit later. Let me catch up on the chat. While I was in VR, in VR, fake VR, Fresnel lenses make it lighter. They do. Let's hope that they did fix the God rays with this new design that they were developing just for this headset. I'm actually not even sure if they ended up putting it there, but there was a patent that they set up for a new design of Fresnel lenses that don't have any God rays. I haven't noticed any when I was testing, but then again, I was only testing it for 30 minutes and I was so starstruck that I might have not noticed it. I will need to test it with many, many more games. Let's see what else is there. Hello, Jay Smith. Hearts to you as well. It does look big. It does, but again, this is magic, you guys. The sheer size of this thing and how light and comfortable it is. This is something that Pimax really needs to work on. Like, they got this. Of course, Pimax has aspheric lenses and like bigger FOV, bigger display, bigger everything, and it shows with their way. This is just wonderful. I can't wait to try more games and really test this comfort, not for 20 or 30 minutes, but for hours at a time. This is definitely something I'm going to do. All right. For now, I will put this, Questy, go away. I will put this right here, just so that it sits in a beautiful stand waiting for this to be completed. In the meantime, what else do we have in this box? You will see controllers. And controllers is the last thing that's in the box, but I'll keep it here because it's a nice box. So anyway, they are wrapped up What do you think about this design, by the way? Because I see people loving it, and I'm not so sure yet. I mean, look at that. It looks so cool and so futuristic, like nothing you've seen before. But is it actually functional? Like, would you even know how to grab this if I just handed it to you and told you grab this? Probably not, but it would take you a second before you realize that you're putting your hand through this ring and you're grabbing it like so. There you go. And same goes for the second one. There are even head straps. I will definitely charge them. I will charge these controllers, and that's exactly why I got this controller charger. Was lucky they shipped it at the same time, so I'll open this and show you how it works as well. Okay, so here you go. I need to find the right position. Put my hand through the ring, and grabbing it like this. These grip buttons are right here at my kind of middle fingers, right? I really like this camera, but it just doesn't want to focus on some things that I'm showing. It keeps focusing on my face. So the little grip. Okay, so I've seen a video. Someone was trying this, and they said that they were self-adjusting. So I want to test it as well. If I just have it loose, when I opened it, just pull them. No, they're not self-adjust. Oh, they are. Oh, what? What? Stop it! That's too much. How did this happen? Okay, let's do this again, because that kind of freaked me out. I felt like it just imprisoned me forever. Okay, so it's fully open, right? And then I kind of push it, pull it a little bit on one side, and it just keeps going until it becomes tightened. So you don't need to use another hand. Somehow it tightens a little too much. Gosh, some kind of Harry Potter crap. Okay, and there it is. This is the safest way to wear this wrist strap and to hold your controllers. I'm not gonna do it for the second hand. I'm not gonna use it. Feeling great. So the buttons are stiff, but not too stiff. Like it's a rather satisfying feeling when I'm clicking on them. I have heard that some reviewers said that hitting these grip buttons, is a little bit stiff. So whenever you're playing, you need to be able to grip them and like hold them for a long time. And these reviewers saying that sometimes it just, you know, strains your fingers if you're doing it for a prolonged time because they're stiff. I did not find them stiff, but then again, I played for like 30 minutes. I believe when you're playing Horizon, you are going to be like using a bow, and you will use these grips to use it. So you would need to be holding it for some time. And I wonder if this is going to give you some trouble because you'll be holding these grips for a while. This is something to look for. I hope that they will loosen up after I play for a little bit, but honestly, I don't think many people will be using them. And the whole, like the button setting is very standard. We have our triangle, square, circle, and X. Jesus, I'm so sorry I can't really show these. I'm trying really hard here. Camera, please work with me. Okay, there's a menu button, the PlayStation one. There's a thumbstick, and there's another menu button, and it looks exactly the same on the other controller, with the exception of the buttons. So triangle and square, circle and X. Triggers L2, R2, and the grips R1 and L1. So it's very easy. If you've played PlayStation in the past, and this is so familiar, I like that you just be able to jump in the ecosystem and you don't need to learn really any of the new buttons. I love that. Okay. I did play Hogwarts Legacy a little too much lately. Well, I had to play something while I was waiting for PlayStation VR2, and now that I have it, I'm kind of torn because I want to play my flat screen games, especially Hogwarts Legacy, because this is the best game ever made on flat screen, and I wish that there was a native VR setting. I am looking forward for the VR mod to be finished, but I wish that there was a native VR support. And yeah, and of course there are so many VR games that I will be playing. You can be sure of that. Horizon uses the trigger for grip grabs. Oh, okay. I might have forgotten that. But I will definitely try it, and I think that Horizon will be the first game that I play. All right, let me know if you have any questions so far, especially about like how they will work or how the headset will work. Like I said, I will be looking at everything, so I will try to make the review as comprehensive as I possibly can, and that's why it will take some time. So these things should not be rushed. This is something that will be tested for a lengthy period of time, but when it's ready, it's going to be an extremely useful resource. And people were also saying that these tracking rings are very convenient to kind of put them here on your wrist. And that's another reason why people probably will not be using these wrist straps, because you kind of have your native wrist strap right here. Are there tracking rings in the way of Synth Riders or Beat Saber, or are they better? You mean like if they're in the way when you're playing those games, if they're like if there's any occlusion happening? So that is actually something I was also wondering with games, like if you're shooting or if you're using a bow in games, if there's going to be some occlusion, because you really cannot put these controllers very closely together unless you're evading these rings, which obviously you can't see when you're in VR. That is one of the major things that I will be testing, because I love the creativity of the designers who came up with this design of the controllers, but at the same time it's one of the riskier ones that I've seen. And depending on the game, this could cause some unexpected or rather expected difficulties. So we will be testing it and see if there are any issues related to that. So another thing, maybe test errors with the eyes controlling your view. Oh my goodness, the eye tracking is going to be the major thing. There's one thing during the review that got me a bit confused. Essentially, that was whenever you put on the headset, you calibrate your eye tracking. And then if you remove it, even for a couple of seconds, it looks like you'll need to reset the eye tracking, because it all depends on the positioning of the headset on your head. And you can't put it in exactly the same position as you did the first time. So we would need to rescan your face geometry to have the most precise eye tracking possible. And that's just a little... I don't know how that will work if you want to remove your headset just for a second, like to check your phone, drink some water, go to the restroom, I don't know. It might just take more time to get back in the game than with, say, Quest, when you just put it back on and you're ready to go. Oh, hi, Virval. How are you? They just look so big and bulky. I don't think they would be very good for rhythm games. Well, when you play rhythm games, do you like clap? I mean, you're kind of hitting the targets, and I don't know, I will try that. I already got some keys to Synth Riders. This is also one of the first ones I will try, because it's so easy to jump in and just see how it works. Also a great game for testing tracking. And tracking is also one of the things that was a bit questionable from people who have already tested it, the lucky ones that got it earlier, especially compared to like the superior controllers from Quest Pro. So we'll see how this will work on rhythm-based games like Synth Riders. All right, and Well, if we are done with that, let's look at the charger dock. And I know that there are already some third-party ones that include not just the controller chargers, but also a stand for VR headset, so that they kind of both fit together in a single unit. Right now, this one only includes the charger for the controllers, and then where the headset goes, nobody knows. You'll have to decide that for yourself. I kind of like the idea of having a dedicated spot for both the controllers and the headset. If it's not something provided by this official charger, then maybe I'll test some of these unofficial ones, and sometimes they prove to be superior. Is the main focus now, and I feel inspired by. Do you love your Quest Pro? Do I love it? Okay, I don't love it. I don't. There are many things that I love, but not like this is not my favorite thing ever. I have lots of grips with Quest Pro. There are lots of things that I think should have been done differently. I think it's superior to Quest 2, and I did find myself using it more than Quest 2 as of late. I am waiting on the top kind of support strap from Etsy to reduce some of the weight from the headset, just because I can't wear it for a long time. Just the mark that it leaves on my forehead is terrible, and it appears so quickly. Especially after using such a comfortable headset from Bobo VR on my Quest 2, I can't use that strap. Okay, I'm having trouble with this. Come on. This has this sticky part that I need to take care of. Maybe I should just go ahead and rip it. You will see me do something I don't want to do. Here, I did tear it a little bit, but that's okay. It could have been worse. I've done worse in my unboxing. I do not think the tracking was as responsive as Quest Pro tracking. I noticed the horizon first time I used the bow. Have you? Oh, okay, yeah. You in the UK, you lucky ones. You got them faster because the sun rises like 6 hours sooner in the UK, and I'm still going to get my experiences with that later tonight here in the US. Okay. This is just a plain box. It doesn't even have any markings or anything, but it doesn't matter. It's what's inside that counts. So, alright, so it has some diagrams showing where this should go, and from what I remember, these charger includes some magnetic tips that will go to the controller charger slot, which, by the way, I did not show you. If I only find it at some point. Here it is at the very back. Come on, camera, cooperate with me. Here it is. So this tip will go right here. And of course, you don't have to buy this charging station. If you want, you can just plug it into any USB-C cable, and that will work. But I thought I would get like a full experience, because ever since I got magnetic chargers, I've realized that my headset and my controllers are charged all the time. They never die. And when I need to plug them in, then it's just something I'm too lazy to do for some reason. And by the way, this looks like an oversized and a super heavy facial interface. But do not use it like that. This comes with also some cables, 2 cables to be precise. And you know what? I'm just not going to go into depth, but this thing connects. This thing connects to the charging port right here, and then the other one to the power. So it's all very simple. I'm not going to plug it in just now, but I will test how these are sitting on it. And I just need to find those tips. So where are they located? So they are inside this little envelope. So don't throw it away because it's super light. It kind of feels like there's nothing here, but this is like the most important thing. And here they are. the little tips. I have to cover my face for the camera to understand that I don't want to show my face right now. So the tips right here, you remove them and we just plug them right in. I paid for this headset myself, Lars. I would love to build the connection with PlayStation US, which is something I'm working on, but this is not something that could wait. I pre-ordered it a long time ago, and it arrived the first day where they promised, February 22nd. A whole bunch of other users received it today, not necessarily content creators. And I'm just happy that I got it on time. I'm happy I got it on the first day. And, you know, happy to spend the money on something that I'm excited about. So here, oh, sorry. Here's that board. Here's that board right here. And all we need to do is put in this tip right inside. And that's it. That looks like something familiar. You might have seen this similar construction on Bobo VR straps, where you put this magnetic tip and it's just going to charge magnetically. I'm going to do the second one real quick just to see. It always takes me a second to find it. Okay, it's very light, not really noticeable at all. I'm going to move this away. I'm not going to spend the time connecting it. I just want to see how it sits on it. So the magnetic ones, the magnetic boards are right here on the top of this facial interface looking device. So one right there, one right here. So we're going to just match them. Logic dictates that the right controller will go to the right side. Is it actually magnetic? These are heavy enough to almost not feel this magnetic attraction here. So you would need to be careful and just double check that it's sitting securely here. I have a feeling that it might be quite easy to misplace it, and then the connection will not be established and your controllers will not be charging. So be careful with that. And the second one. See? Because it's also round, like it can rotate just like that. I'll try to show you what I'm talking about. So essentially you can't really feel this magnetic connection. Here, I'll just rotate it a little. Oh, and it clicked. It clicked a little bit and now it doesn't move anymore. So you need to get to that click to make sure that your headset is charging. Now, I'm actually quite curious to see what indicators we have here when they are connected. So I know I said I'm not going to do it, but I am going to do it. You know, I'm changeable. My opinions changed, and so do my decisions. And I think that will be useful for you to know as well how it works. So this tip goes to the charger on the front. So that, hard to miss. Okay, that's connected. And the second one will go to the power, who's going to entertain you while I'm under the table trying to find the plug to connect it to, huh? I have a cat right here, but he doesn't seem like he's in the mood of entertaining you. You know what, I'm just gonna remove this, because you have an obstructed view of my jellyfish, and I cannot allow that. Jellyfish have to be the star of the show. Pick up one of these controller charging. Well, I just know that my controllers will be dead all the time if I don't have a magnetic charger, and I kind of jumped the gun buying the official ones. I'm 100% positive that like the next day there will be third-party chargers that include like a headset stand. I think there already are some of those that will be cheaper, and I just kind of went ahead and got this because I wanted to have them on day one and I wanted to know that they would be working, and that's what I did. Okay, they already fell kind of apart, so I'm just going to set them up here. Try to catch them again. Yep, here they are. Looks like they're sitting here securely. And all I will do is just connect this real quick. Don't go anywhere. Hello? Anybody there? Is there a button I need to press or something? Don't think it works. Don't think I connected it. This is fine. All of this is planned. It's a part of the show. I wonder if I actually block them somehow with this grips or something. Yeah, I don't think they're charging. You know what? Let me try a different one. This is so odd. How do I know if they're charging? Lights are in the front. Yeah, I know. I don't see them. I don't see them. This is ridiculous. I need to know if I'm charging my controllers. Well, don't panic, okay? Maybe there is a button or something. And you know what? I plugged it to the plug that actually like powers my computer, so I know it's working. Bye, Resolve. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, I really wish that I saw some lights because that would actually show me that the controllers are charging, but I don't see them. And the only explanation I can find is that it's not connected. I mean, is it my fault though? Is it my fault? Did I do something? You know, this is a user experience. So if I'm experiencing this, then there is a chance that someone else will be experiencing this. So I don't count it as a hiccup. I think this is a reviewer's experience that I'm passing on to you. So there are white lights. Are you kidding me? These? That's the light? Nothing on the actual charging stand? Just the faint little light on one controller? And what's up with the second controller? Where's the light here? What is going on here? Okay, now I see them both. This is freaking ridiculous. How faint are these lights? I already have trouble seeing whether I put the controllers correctly on this charger stand or not. And these faint freaking lights, especially compared to the controllers that, you know, if you have a PlayStation 5, they have this kind of like really brightly glowing light in the middle. And with that, these are so tiny. And why on earth wouldn't they add some kind of an LED light in the middle that would also light up when you're charging your controllers, or at least when your charger is plugged in? That's so weird, man. Okay, I know ultimately it won't matter once you get used to it and you just put it here and you charge them, but I just find it so odd, right? They're so tiny and it's very easy to miss. So my impression, this is a very shaky construction. I don't like that it's so hard to realize first that you have put this correctly, and second that you need to kind of look and see if they're charging. And maybe you're right, Ross, that maybe, you know, they put them in like gamers' rooms that are super dark and you'll be able to see them. I do have quite a bit of light here. I just wish that there was some light on the charging stand itself. I think that would be pretty neat. What else are you guys saying? They slowly flash. Yes, they do. But they don't even flash like red light or anything. They just flash white. And Paradise Decay, do they stop flashing when it's charged? Or is it just solid white? Or is it completely like no light at all when it's completely charged? I want to know. And I'm going to monitor that as well. I feel like the left one loses loses the connection as well. I'm not very impressed. Is that bad? This costs $60. $75 with tax, I think. Not cheap. Official product, and just a little bit unreliable in my case. I like being 100% sure that it's charging when I put it in there. No, it's not user-friendly. You need to double check. I don't like the technology that makes you double check. Technology is here to make our lives easier, not to micromanage it. Yeah, the green jellyfish. And you see, like you can see even from here, this one is flashing, and this one doesn't. Odd. No light at all at full charge. Well, that's just brilliant. That's just amazing. So it's either fully charged or it's completely dead. You never know until you start playing. Bravo. Very good. Yours has also stopped. Okay, now it's back. Oh, thank you for coffee, Ross. That's very kind of you. You know I can't drink coffee though. I will drink decaf. I will definitely use it for that. Or maybe hot cocoa. I also like some tea. A killer app for PS2 convenience and index owner to get killer app. Are you talking about like actual game, or do you want to see if there's some kind of feature that will convince you to get that? I mean, index is old, right? You're going to get better resolution. You're getting oh my gosh, better display, OLED. Oh my god, this is going to be so bright and so colorful. You're getting this haven't even talked about it yet, have we? The tactile feedback on this facial interface, so it's not just a cute design. It's actually going to rumble on your face. You don't get that anywhere. You get incredible eye tracking based UI, which can be used for good and for evil. An example of good, you can use your eyes to select menus in like gameplay menus instead of just controlling your your selection with your controllers, just with your eyes. In some games like Tentacular, you will be able to look at the characters and draw their attention just by looking at them, and they will start talking to you and giving you quests. And then for evil, they can be used in horror games. Can you think of a few examples of how it can be used? Oh my god. I know, I swear that I will try every game that will be released on PlayStation VR2. I'm not looking forward to some of them. Let's just leave it at that. If there are creatures that are drawn to my face and they will know where I'm looking and that's where the ghosts will appear, or if there are blink-based mechanics where things kind of come closer to you or they appear and disappear every time you blink, that is scary as shit. Like, it is. And I'm not looking forward to that, but at the same time, I feel like I have to experience it. Yeah. When am I turning... Sorry, I've been talking too long. I'm always having so much fun, like, just sharing my experiences, and I forget that the chat just keeps on going. Let me catch up on this. When are you turning on the headset? Probably right after this live stream, and I'm not going to live stream it right now, just because I will need to, like, plug it in and figure some things out, and rearrange my living room a little bit. But that's one thing that I would like to ask you, because one of the things that I've heard is that unfortunately when you stream with PlayStation VR2, you won't be able to see the chat. So kind of like in Quest 2, I can't stream, I won't be able to interact with you, and because of the eye tracking, I won't even be able to lift it up a little bit and check my phone, because that eye tracking will be messed up. So would you be happy with some live stream games that I might be, I will be myself, I will be live, I will be commenting on the games that I play, but I won't be able to interact with you during the gameplay? Would you be okay with that? Or would you rather just see a fully polished, like 10-minute gameplay offline, like not live. I might do the poll right now, actually, because I really want to know. This is an important question for me, because with over 30, 40 games that will be available at launch, this is an important question to ask. And I've just finished the poll. I was asking you if you already have a PlayStation VR2, and if not. And 61% of you out of 162 votes said no. And this is... I'm also, like, I have follow-up questions, because I wonder if you would like to buy one, or if you're just watching this video because you're curious about this technology, or you're still deciding whether you want to get one or not. And that's something that you can even write in the comments to this video, or right here in this comments. I'll just try to catch up with them all. But I will try a new poll, because that's something I want to know. So, I'll keep it simple. Do you want me to live stream PSVR2 games? And the simple questions are yes or no. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to continue catching up on the wonderful chat. Hello everyone who has tuned in and who has joined in the past 15 to 20 minutes while I was just rambling about PSVR. And there's no way to tell how long to finish charging. Oh well. Yeah, no coffee. No coffee for me for now, but that's okay. Decaf is pretty good too. Do I need to get out those magnetic dongles? Like, do you think it's going to be really hard to get them out? You called it. You freaking called it. How am I supposed to get them out now? Okay. There you go. It wasn't that hard. You kind of scared me there and I panicked. But now let's see if I can put this thing upside down. Okay. I did it. Someone's recommending Gran Turismo 7 as a killer app. Yes, I do think that it kind of depends on whether you enjoy racing games, at least, like, even a little bit. If you enjoy them, then yes, it's a killer app, but I think that's more of a niche one. Is there any Sony type franchise you want in VR? I want Destiny and Final Fantasy 14 in VR. I want Final Fantasy! Of course, I didn't play the 14 one. I'm kind of from the early days when I was playing Final Fantasy 8 and 9. Those were amazing. And not multiplayer. Might be surprised I'm not that big of a fan of multiplayer games. I really enjoy exploring the story and the world on my own as a single player. Probably that's why I think that Hogwarts Legacy was like one of the best games, alongside Witcher and Skyrim. I just love open world single player RPGs. They're my everything. I love story-driven games. Let's see what else is here. Index users are mostly mixed reality streamers. There's no market for that. It is pure gaming. Yeah. I agree. If you're into mixed reality, then PlayStation VR is not for you. Doesn't mean that, I mean, you know, it's not just for streamers, it's for people just like, you know, regular users who want to play for fun, not to show off to other people. You gotta stream here. I will stream on this channel, I hope, if that's what you would like to see. Oh my goodness, 93% say that yes, you would like to see live streams of PSVR2. That's very nice, because it's easier. In a way, it's easier. In a different way, it's more difficult. Setting up live streams are a nightmare, but at the same time, there's not much editing involved. So there are pros and cons for sure, and I would love to stream it, because then you'll get a much more comprehensive overview of the game, because there will not be parts that will be skipped. The eye tracking will not be messed up, I promise. Okay, I hope so. What else? Sorry, I'm so slow at catching up on the chat. Thank you so much for being here and like asking questions and commenting. I really appreciate it. It makes me feel like I'm like, you know, with a group of like lots of friends who are geeking out about VR, and this is wonderful, because, as you know, it's going to be quite hard to find such a passionate VR community in real life, whatever that is. Seemingly random moves in the jellyfish bringing low together. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to change the color just for fun. Here you go. I'll stay on the yellow. No, I want to interact with the chat. Okay, so it's actually going to revive PSVR. So many possible AAA ports will be coming. Yes, but I'm a little bit wary of that. I'm not like keeping my expectations grounded because, you know, a game like Horizon, Resident Evil, well, especially Horizon because it's not a port or anything. It's just a game built up for VR. It takes years and years to develop. I don't think that there are going to be games like this coming up every month or something. It's going to be a very rare occasion where we get a game like this. So people compare it to Half-Life Alyx at quality and engagement and immersion. And you see that after Half-Life Alyx, we didn't really get a game like that, hopefully until Horizon. And I hope that PSVR2 is going to open these doors and we will see more games like this, but ultimately we'll just have to wait and see. I hope that those of you who ordered PSVR2 will be getting it very soon and it will be delivered in the coming days or day. Stream Kayak VR by night. Would you like to see me stream Kayak VR? I feel like it's a game that you can show up in like 5 minutes. But you can spend hours in it. But it becomes a bit repetitive, don't you think? It's a little monotonous to look at, but so pretty to be in. It's definitely an experience to try. Oh well, thank you, Dizzy. I will definitely do my best to show my impressions as accurately as I can, so that people like yourself can make an informed decision before spending your hard-earned money. You deserve that. Yeah, you know what? This actually does look like it's not charging anymore. And it's either because I didn't put it correctly or because it's already charged. And it was because I didn't put it correctly. What the heck is this? Like, honestly, I'm not impressed. I might return it. Swear to God, I might just get a third-party one. Which PSVR2 game are you most eager to play? Well, aside from Horizon, which is a very, like, vanilla answer, I'm very excited to try No Man's Sky. This is just such a magical game, and you can explore, you can fight, you can scout for resources, you can build, you can do quests, you can do so much and all of that in the vast universe. And oh my God, the colors and just the sense of scale that you get where you fly around with the OLED display and with all the amazing things that this display and like haptic feedback and eye tracking, however they will incorporate it in that game, is just going to be absolutely incredible. To be honest, we haven't even heard that many updates from them regarding how No Man's Sky will be adapted to PSVR2, but I'm already just so excited to try it. So that's one of them. I hope Astrobot Mission 2 happens for PSVR2 by 2024. Me too! Astrobot should be there, man. Like, they should do it. I absolutely agree with you. Let me put this closer. Yeah, both of them are charging now. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Chef Whisper. Yes, please don't forget to like it if you are enjoying this live stream, if you enjoy the live boxing. It's definitely just an opportunity for me to catch up with you all. It's been a while and I like doing this and I should be doing this more often. But if you're new here, consider subscribing maybe. because so much PSVR2 content is coming. And other VR headsets, like there's Pimax, there's XR Elite, there's going to be big screen beta, there maybe will be Apple headset, we'll see, all kinds of goodness, but we're not done yet. I'm still going through the chat. I can't wait to try it, honestly. I will not be streaming Horizon tonight, but I will be playing it, possibly recording it. So a lot of content is coming very soon. Oh my god, you cannot even imagine. We are here because of you. Thank you guys, thank you guys. Hopefully the mod community can make PSVR2 work on PC. Do you want that to happen? Do you think that will happen painlessly? I feel like that's going to be a lot of hassle to make that happen. But yeah, it's always been known to be locked up in its own ecosystem with its own exclusive titles. That's how they make money, I guess. And I'm not happy about that either. I will admit. But PSVR2 is awesome for gaming. So if you're a dedicated PS fan, you will get this. No Man's Sky had a huge update. Oh yeah. Of course, you need a lifetime to play that game. It's taking stupid long time to get into and to remember everything you can do in there. No Man's Sky is huge. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, Asgard Wrath and Lone Echo games. Oh man, now you made me sad. My favorite games, and now I realize that I will not be able to play them on PSVR2 until like modders come up with something like that. Oh, I love those games, and yes, that would be amazing. But in the meantime, there are already so many games to experience on PSVR2, so we will be able to keep ourselves busy until that happens, hopefully. No Man's Sky, Skyrim is so good. I wonder if there's going to be another Skyrim edition. Like, what is it, 500th edition of Skyrim for its 30th anniversary? I'm just checking these charges. Did you see that this one's... Oh no, it's not stopped. It's just... Sorry, I just keep going back because every once in a while one of you comments on it and I just look at it and it makes me angry. PSVR2 is missing a diopter. It does. Yes. I think I'm fortunate to not be wearing glasses, but I'm a strong advocate for accessibility in VR. And a diopter just, like, hands down has to be an industry standard for VR headsets. I really don't understand how it's not given enough importance. But there are some prescription lenses. I mean, I've already been reached out by some prescription lens companies to showcase them. And I'm considering doing that because I think it's an important accessory. It's one of the most important accessories for people who wear glasses. And just like to protect your lenses, that's nice as well. Hey, Dizzy for you. Well, it's very nice of you to show up. And it's so nice of you to be watching me for a couple of years. It's been quite a journey. So much has happened and VR has come so far. And I hope that the channel has also grown a lot. It's a completely different place compared to where it used to be when I was starting. It's in a very different place where I thought it would be, but it's just wonderful. I couldn't have dreamt of more than that. Yeah, PSVR2 can't run on PC. Sniff, sniff. When you be playing PSVR2, can you compare the image quality with Quest 2 and tell if the image floats? Otherwise, I heard that there is such an effect in PSVR2 that newcomers to VR do not notice. Floats? You mean like it doesn't always match where your head is? Like it's a little bit maybe delayed? That's Andre Artifact. I haven't noticed any of that. I think it was extremely comfortable to wear and very natural. Like the feeling of being in VR was just like, you didn't really think about it. Again, maybe it's because I've used VR a lot, but comparing to Quest, I mean, you can't really compare it to Quest in that sense. You're just being like blown away by the visuals, all the display that you see in the headset, the comfort, the FOV is better. The haptic feedback is amazing, and yeah, like visually, it's one of the best experiences. It's not the sharpest one, perhaps, because again, Fresnel lenses and not the highest resolution, but if you're comparing it to something like Quest or PlayStation VR 1, it's absolutely next level. Thank you, Dizzy, for you. That's my lava lamp. You can get like this on Amazon. I think I have a link to it in my video description if you like it. It's a really very simple thing, but it's been with me since video 1. Like, you can go back all the way to my very first video. Don't do it, but you will see it there. Yeah, Lone Echo was cool. Goodness, it's that like we started talking just about games in general. I love it though. I love it because we did unbox it, and now there's so much to talk about it. And honestly, I'm like just sitting here. My foot is shaking because I really want to play it. So I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to wrap up the stream, just because I feel like there's not much longer that I can wait before I can plug it in and just start enjoying it. Like I said, there's so much to enjoy, and I thank you all for joining. I know this was probably like the 100th unboxing that you might have seen, but it was just a chance for us to chat about it. I got some of your questions. I hope that answers some of your questions with this unboxing and with this conversation. Yeah, this has been just wonderful. Let me stop the poll just real quick to see how many of you have voted. We can see like almost 90 people in the chat. 75 of you have voted, and 92 of you said that you would like to see me stream PSVR2. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right then, I'm gonna have to like have someone here sitting with me and telling me what you guys are talking about. Thanks so much for being here. So much content is coming. If you haven't yet, please join the Discord. We will be discussing all the cool games there as well. My goodness, Dizzy, for you, thank you so much for your donation. And Evolander X, that's amazing. Thank you. Can you hear audio on headphones and TV at the same time? I'm planning a party and want to make sure everyone can hear it. That's a very good question. It's one of the things that I will absolutely let you know about. Not even at the final review that I will do, like, I don't know, a couple of weeks from now, but probably like at the next time I'm online. The first time I live stream the game, I will let you know about that. So yeah. Yep. I will look forward to seeing you again when I'm online, and in the comments, make sure to join the Discord and just subscribe here so that we don't lose each other. Thank you so much, guys, and see you